So let's start building up the perfect with the regular verbs without a prefix. The rule is the prefix GE followed by the verb stem and T ending. Usually, for some verbs, we may also have to add one additional E. So the pattern is GE, verb stem and T ending. Let's look at few examples for easy understanding. The infinitive verb kaufen. Kaufen in its infinitive form. Remove the en ending and the stem is kauf. So in participes to or the perfect, give a prefix ge, add the stem of the verb kauf and add the ending t. Together it becomes gekauft. Gekauft. The verb regnen, which means to rain, remove the en ending. The prefix ge followed by the stem regn, R-E-G-N. Since the stem is ending with N, we need to add one additional E and at the end the T ending. So together it becomes geregnet. Geregnet. Regular verbs with a separable prefix. You have learnt in detail about the separable verbs. Now, how does this work for the separable verbs? How does the perfect work for the separable verbs? For example, if you look at the separable verb einkaufen, ein is a separable prefix in position 1. Then the GE after the prefix followed by the verb stem and the ending. So together it becomes eingekauft. So the rule here is separable verb prefix, then GE prefix followed by the verb stem and the T ending. So the examples, aufrunden, it becomes aufgerundet. Auf, the prefix, the separable prefix, GE, the perfect prefix, rund, the stem of the verb. Since the stem is ending with D, we need to add an additional E and the perfect ending T. So together it becomes aufgerundet. Einkaufen, eingekauft. In simpler terms, the GE prefix is added in between the separable prefix and the stem of the verb. Regular verbs with inseparable prefix. So the rule here, the inseparable prefix, the verb stem and the T ending. So these inseparable prefixes do not take a GE prefix to build up the perfect verb. So the infinitive verb benutzen. So there is no GE prefix, rather the ending T is standard. So it becomes benutzt. benutzt. Entwickeln. No GE. Remove the en ending of the verb and add the T to the end. It becomes entwickelt. Entwickelt. The next variation are the year-end verbs. That is, the verbs which end with IEREN. We call them as year-end verbs. For example, studieren, reparieren. All these are the verbs which are having the year-end endings. So in such cases too, there is no GE prefix. Only the ending T is taken. So it becomes, for example, studieren. It is studiert. Studiert. The en is removed and the T prefix, the T ending is added. Studiert. Rotieren. Rotiert. Now let's take a look at the irregular verbs. Many of the irregular verbs follow the construction of GE prefix, the verb stem, and the en or n ending. A small reminder, the regular verbs will end with T, the irregular verbs will end with en or n. Examples, backen. So GE prefix, bak, the stem, and en, gebacken. Then braten, gebraten. Fahren, gefahren. Fallen, gefallen. Fangen, gefangen. But unfortunately, most irregular verbs do not follow any easy rule to learn. For example, haben, gehabt. Werden changes the stem and becomes geworden. Wissen again changes the stem and becomes gewusst. Verlieren changes to verloren. Now read these two texts, one in preteritum and one past perfect. Identify the verbs and underline them. Geld ist nicht alles. Als ich 20 war, arbeitete ich im Büro fast 60 Stunden in der Woche. Weil ich wenig schlief und aß, fiel ich in Ohnmacht. Blieb im Krankenhaus für 2 Wochen und musste dann diese Arbeit verlassen. Mein Lohn war dann niedrig, aber ich konnte keine andere Arbeit finden. Jetzt arbeitet nur mein Mann. Ich kümmere mich um das Haus und unsere Kinder. Identify the verbs in preteritum here in the text and find out what is the infinitive verb. Now read the text in perfect. Letztes Jahr habe ich nicht viel Zeit gehabt. Jeden Morgen habe ich die Kinder geweckt, dann habe ich den Tisch gedeckt und das Frühstück gemacht. Danach habe ich die Kinder zur Schule geschickt. Am Nachmittag haben die Kinder Hausaufgaben gemacht und Vokabel gelernt. Am Abend habe ich das Essen gekocht. Später haben wir Fernsehen geschaut. Im August hat mein Mann ein Auto gekauft. Wir haben die Taschen gepackt und haben eine Reise an die Nordsee gemacht. Dort haben wir auf das Wasser gewartet. Presens and Präteritum are the two verb forms which are conjugated without the auxiliary verbs. Präteritum is used only for the written purposes. Perfect is builded in different variations depending upon regular or irregular or the gerund forms or the stamps ending with T and D. These verb conjugations can be mastered only by regular practice. As I have been mentioning throughout, always practice by writing. Conjugate the verbs in a tabular column for the better remembrance. And as I said earlier too, do construct the sentences for having the better command over the verbs.